Hello, welcome. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. So, this is our second problem sa series na ito. It is the emitter bias configuration, and again, welcome sa video na ito, BJT solving made easy. So, let's go ahead and solve the circuit. So, una-una, let's have the basics. Always remember na yung dumadaloy dito sa so this is the base. This is the emitter. Label na lang natin na E. So, this is the emitter and this is the collector. Yan. Always remember na yung emitter is yung may arrow na symbol. Then, ito yung base. Okay, and then, of course, kung ito yung base, then ito yung current na nasa base. So, IB. Ito yung emitter, nandito yung IE. Right? Yan. Kung nandito yung collector, then nandito yung IC. Okay, so let's start solving. First, let's solve IB. So, ano yung IB? So, if we solve it, IB is equal to, ang gagawin natin is KVL tayo. So, let's start tayo dito sa 20 volts. So, sasabayan lang natin yung daloy ng current sa pag-KVL natin. Always remember din dito, meron ditong plus minus 0.7 volts. Yan. Itong arrow na ito. Always remember na yung head ng arrow is the negative sign and then yung buntot ng arrow is the positive sign. Okay, so kung mag-KVL tayo, ano bang meaning ng 20 volts dito? So yung 20 volts, hindi siya, as you can see, hindi siya negative, di ba? Positive siya. That means, ang ibig lang sabihin niyan, may voltage source dito. Ayan, voltage source dito. Wait lang. Ayan, may voltage source dito na yung positive terminal niya is connected dyan na node. Tapos ang other side is the ground. Okay? And this voltage source is equivalent siya sa 20 volts. Ayan, yun yung visualization niya. And then, gagawin na, let's have KVL at the for IB at IB. Yan. To solve for IB. So, sundan lang natin yung current na IB, which is dadaloy siya from 20 volts pupunta sa ground. And to start, ang convention ko for yung sign ko sa KVL ay yung kung ano yung nilalabasan ng current na sign is yun yung sign niya. So in this case, pag may current dito, lumalabas siya sa positive terminal, so positive yung sign niya. The resistor will always have a positive and minus dito. The current will always flow sa higher potential towards the low potential. So, dito din. Meron din tayong plus, minus dito. Ayan. Alright, so let's do the KVL. So, yung KVL dito, started sa 20 volts. So, 20 volts. Then, minus na dito. Minus, ang current dyan is IB. Current times resistance, so 270 kilo ohms. Okay. And then, may voltage drop dito na 0.7. So, minus 0.7. And then, may isa pang voltage drop dito. Yan. So, minus IE. And then, times 2.2 K. Ayan. Is equal to 0. Kasi ground na. After ng dito, is ground na. Yan. So, let's solve this. Try natin i-solve itong KCL. So, meron tayong isang equation, tapos dalawa yung variable natin. Dalawa yung unknown, IB and IE. But always remember that IE can be equated in terms of IB, which is equal siya sa beta plus 1 IB. Yeah. Ayan. So, therefore, we can say that ang equation becomes 20 minus IB 270K minus 0.7 minus ano yung beta natin? 125. So, beta plus 1 is 126 IB times 2.2K is equal to 0. Ayan. So, now we have a one equation, one unknown. And therefore, we can solve this. So, pwede nyo gawin, isolate nyo na lang yung variable to one side, and then the rest is sa other side, and then solve nyo na for the variable. So, in this, ang gagawin ko sa tutorial na ito is gagamit tayo ng calculator. I'll show you shift solve. So, ayan, ito yung calculator natin. So, what we're going to do is type lang yung equation, and then yung unknown variable, yung IB, will be represented as X. Ayan. So, 270K X times 270K. Lagyan natin ang multiplication. Ayan. Minus 0.7 minus 126 times yung unknown, which is X, and then 2.2K. Yan. Equals alpha calc equals 0. Then, shift solve. Yan. Solve for X, just type 0 for the default value and then equal sign. Ayan, ito yung lalabas. So, we can press, itong solution na ito is nakastore siya sa X. So, we can call X, so alpha X. Yan. So, ito yung answer. Ayan. And for proper engineering na value, we can always press N. Ayan. So, IB turns out to be equal siya sa IB is equal to 35.27 microamps. Yan. Okay. So, we have solved IB. That's good. Next is IC. So, square natin to. Yan. Next is IC. Always remember, IC is equal to beta times IB. Right? Which is going to be equal to, ang beta is 125 times IB. Yan. Okay. So, kung i-calculator natin yan. So, ito yung calculator natin ngayon. What we can do is, we can store this value. Shift store sa A. Ayan, na-store natin sa A. And then, A times 125. Ayan. So, na-solve na natin that. Na-solve na natin na IC is equal to 4.408 milliamps. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, we have already solved two variables. And since feeling ko gagamitin natin yung value ng IC mamaya, let's just store the IC sa shift store sa B. Ayan. Okay. Next is VCE. Ayan, VCE. Okay. Ang pwede natin gawin dito, ang isang approach natin, since we know the IC, we will know the voltage drop here. And since we know what can help us as well is alamin natin yung IE. What is IE? So, solve lang natin muna. Saglit yung IE. So, IE, katulad ng equation kanina na ginamit natin, IE is equal to beta plus 1. So, 126 IB. Yan. So, ilan yung IE? Yung beta, yung IB natin na store sa A times 126 lang. Yun. Okay. So, shift store natin muna sa C. Store lang natin sa C. So, 4.4 T4 4.444 milliamps. So, repeating. So, IE equal to 4.444 milliamps. Ayan. So, circle natin. Ay, hindi siya hinahanap sa equation natin. So, let be. Remember lang natin na na-store natin siya sa C. Okay? So, para malaman yung VE pala. In order to know the VE, we just have to solve the voltage across this resistor. Kasi yung one side kasi ng resistor is ground. So, yung other side is VE. So, VE with respect to ground is the voltage across this resistor. And we know how to solve the voltage across the resistor. That will be current times resistance, diba? So, let's do that. So, VE is equal to IE times resistance. Yan. So, what will it be? IE na-store natin sa C, diba? Alpha C. And then, multiplied by 2.2K. Yan. That will be 9.776. Okay. So, let's write it down. So, VE is equal to, wait lang, medyo makalat. VE is equal to 9.777 approximately. Yan. Okay. That's good. And then, next we can solve. So, tapos na natin so far yung IB, yung IC, and VE. So, the reason bakit sinolve pa natin yung VE, kasi, nung hinahanap natin yung VCE, yung VCE kasi, always remember na ang meaning ng subscript nito, VCE is just equal to VC minus VE. So, kaya natin hinahanap yung VE. Yung VC na naman yung try nating hanapin. So, sa rule ng VC pala, pwede natin i-imagine na dito, sa rule ng VC, pwede natin i-imagine na dito, may 20 volts. Okay? In this node. Tapos, from 20 volts, may voltage drop dito. So, the voltage will drop here. And yun na yung value ng VC dito. Okay? So, kapag yung the current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. So, since dito yung direction ng current, which is the IC, so the drop yun from 20 volts to something lower, right? So, ayun. Let's do the math. Technically, we can say na VC, so dito na natin isulat, dito na sa gilid. VC is equal siya sa 20 volts. Then voltage drop ng IC. Voltage drop equivalent siya sa resistor na nasa collector. So IC times 470 ohms. So what will be VC? Solve natin. Ang IC is na-store siya sa B, di ba? 20 minus beta times 470. Ayan. So that will be, VC will be 17 minus 9 to 8 volts. Ayan. Okay. So, nasolve na natin yung D. Yung D. Okay. So, we can solve VCE na. So, ano yung VCE? VCE is VC, which is 17.928 minus 9.777 equals, so try natin sa calculator, 17.928 minus 9.777. That will be equal siya sa VCE is equal to 8.151 volts. Yan. Okay? So with that, we are down to the last variable, which is the VB. Okay. So actually, ang VB, madali lang siya if we use yung voltage drop and voltage rise. So we know na may VE dito, di ba? May VE dito. Ito. This. So may VE dito. Alam natin may VE dito. And alam natin na may voltage drop dito across the arrow from base to emitter, di ba? So, kung i-imagine lang natin, kung ang VE natin is a certain voltage, then yung base natin is lamang lang ng 0.7 compared sa VE. Kasi di ba kung dito tayo sa base natin, kung i-follow natin yung KVL kanina, from 20 volts, nag-drop lang siya, naging VB siya. Tapos from VB, nag-drop lang siya ng 0.7, naging VE siya. And ang VE, nag-drop lang siya, tapos sa ground, naging 0 siya. Diba? So, kung babalik rin natin yung flow, pwede natin gamitin yung voltage rise. Diba? From VE, pabalik naman paakyat. So, from lower potential to higher potential. That's why we can say that VB is equal to VE plus 0.7. So, ano yung VB? So, anong VE is 9.777. Ang VB will be equal siya sa 9.77 plus 0.7. VB, in this case, will be equal siya sa 10.477 volts. Yan. Okay? Ang other way din to solve VB is to use KVL. So, sundan natin yung KVL na ginawa natin sa una-una in solving IB. But in this case, we will be stopping sa VB lang. So, 20 volts, and then voltage drop, and then VB. So, VB yung stop, di ba? Ang kanina ginawa natin yung KVL is nag-stop tayo sa ground, which is 0. So, dito sa VB lang. So, ang equation niyan, for additional information lang, ang equation niyan is 20 volts, start is 20 volts, and then voltage drop tayo dito. So, minus IB, 270 ohms, and then VB na tayo. 20 volts, drop tayo dito. Equal na sa VB. Equals VB. Yan. So, in solving this, gamit calculator, we have 20 minus IB was stored at A, variable A, times 270K. Solve. Ayan. So, it was equivalent siya sa 10.477. Kung round up natin to, which is, yun din yung nakuha natin dito. Right? So, there's two approaches here in solving the VB. So, 10.477. Okay? So, hopefully, nakatulong yung guide na ito, yung tutorial ito. And if meron kayong mga tanong, mga questions, do not hesitate to comment down below. If may mga certain problems kayo na gusto nating i-tackle next time, then feel free to comment down below. Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.